And what that girl, Amara K, or Maria, what she said about side bitches. Yeah, I hate you bitch ass bitches too. Weird ass hoes. Weird ass bitch. Pick me ass bitch. You want to be chosen and picked by a man so bad ass bitch. You don't got no self-respect ass motherfucker. I hate you bitches too. I stand with her. I hate you bitches. On God, y'all nasty, trifling, nasty motherfuckers. I hate y'all. Like, I tell you right now, I don't beef with bitches. Definitely not about no man. Definitely not about a man. Literally, you probably never seen me argue with a female simply because you're a female. You can get in the field with me. I don't want to argue with you. Literally, talk to the fucking wall. Literally, if you're a female and you think you about to argue with me, you could just choke on dick. Cause I don't want to argue. Not with no girl. I'll argue my ass off, but with a girl, you lost all hope, baby. I'll argue with a nigga though. I really will. Simply because not only do I feel like if a man argues with me, he a bitch. That's one. But if you get, first of all, if you get me to the point where I feel like I have to argue with you anyway, yeah, I'm gonna piss you off and I'm gonna troll you on purpose. Yeah. And fuck your feelings, bitch, because you had no reason bothering me in the first place to even get me out of body to where I had to, you feel me? But I remember this one time, right? I was young as hell. I had to be like 13. Y'all, life used to be crazy as hell. I had my son and sat the fuck down. I swear to God, I haven't been into the same shit that I used to be into after I had my son. I had my son and sat down. It was raps. But I remember I was probably in like 8th grade. I was in middle school. And I had this friend, right? My dog. Well, he used to be anyway. Here and there, he's still my dog. But back then, we used to be locked in. You feel me? That was my nigga for real. I had wound up developing like a little crush on him or whatever. Mind you, we like, niggas is like 13. Like, come on now. Like, I'm an intellectual type of person. So the fact that we were so much alike, yeah, I started to like that shit. But I wound up asking him if he wanted to go to the 8th grade dance with me. He said, yeah. So I'm in art class and I'm telling his friends about how, we're gonna go to the dance with each other. Sorry, somebody's texting me. I don't know what I'm telling his friends about how we going to the dance, because I had art class with all of his friends. It was literally one nigga missing from his group of friends that he hung out with every day. One nigga wasn't in that class, and then it was me. His whole gang. And at the time, they had this little corny ass group name. Anyway, they had this little corny ass group. So I'm in the class talking to his friends about it. His friends are like, oh yeah, you asked such and such to the dance. He was excited as hell. He was in the hallway doing backflips and shit. I was like, oh, right, we minding our business, talking, chopping it. I'm talking to the niggas talking to me. Cool. We all cool around this bitch. Cool. At the moment anyway. This motherfucker, hold on. Let me tell you, because before then, she had already been on my dick. She had already been on my dick before the situation. So let me go back further. Hold on. The one day, she heard that I was talking to such and such. I'm going to call him R. He was like 2 years older than us. Yeah, we was moving a little fast. Fuck the lace. Don't worry about the lace. I'm not worried about it. You shouldn't be worried about it either, bitch. But he was a couple years older than us. He had no business talking to us. We had no business talking to him. Whatever. Doing regular sneaky teenage shit, I guess. Whatever. You live and you learn, right? So the one day she winds up telling me that she didn't say per se that she wanted to talk to him, but I knew off rip, like, you asking me about a man that nobody else in the school knows about. Besides the people who even threw me the oop in the first place. Oh, I haven't heard that shit in a long time. But yeah, oop, okay? I didn't approach him on my own accord. He didn't approach me on his own accord. Somebody introduced us to each other and was like, oh yeah, da 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 da. And at the time, yo, we really didn't care about who fucked with who first or who had who first. Everybody was passed around. In my case anyway, we wasn't fucking on everybody. It was just, okay, we go together, we don't go together no more. Okay, we go together, we don't go together no more. Regular dating, right? So like I said, a friend had passed me the little joint. The one day, the girl, we gonna call her N. She gonna come up to me and she was like, do you got his information or whatever? Da da da. Immediately off rip, I knew what was going on. Immediately off rip, like my eye, like literally it just started twitching again. Every time I think about this situation, my eye just twitch because it's like the audacity of some motherfuckers, yo. Audacity. Immediately, like I said, we was cool on niggas. Me and the girls that I hung out with, we was cool on niggas. Our life was not surrounded. We didn't surround our lives with men. There we go. Like me and the group of girls that I hung out with, we definitely had the mindset of, okay, if he going, that's not my problem. Niggas don't run my world, I do. Like again, we're teenagers. A man is not, like, our life do not revolve around a man. Not the bitches I was hanging with anyway. Until it did start to revolve around a man. Unfortunately. It got us all one by one. I'm cool off it, so I wound up giving her the information and whatever she texted him from there, that was their business. I didn't care. I didn't think about it or nothing again because, again, like, you think you my only little shit. It's pretty crazy. And listen, at the time, having an older nigga was really like, kind of like a flex for girls my age and where I was from. It was kind of like a flex, like, oh yeah, I'm getting da 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 da. Not to the boys, but to the girls, because it was like, yeah, y'all still fucking with these little bitch ass niggas, but look what I got. Boom. Sometime later, I think I'm in my room chilling. I'm scrolling through my phone, and he texts me. It's probably like, it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. He gonna text me and say, oh, I'm going to N's house. Let me explain to y'all the dynamic of everybody in this circle, right? It was me, S, N, and R, right? R is the nigga, N is the girl who went to fuck with said nigga, and S was my friend, right? And I'm S too, it's me. So it's 4 of us. 5. Whatever. S used to go with R too. She's the one who threw me the oop. Okay, keep up. N is friends with S. Okay? N got this weird obsession with S. So S like to put it. She got this weird obsession with her. She like her. She keep calling her best friend. All the other shit. She don't really like her. Right? Every time they hang out, she come back and she tell me she don't really fuck with this girl. But this girl is just so crazy about it. She keep calling her best friend. Da 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 da. Whatever. Me, I got my own best friend. My best friend, we gonna call her M. I got my own best friend. So S is constantly telling me about somebody else she don't like being her best friend, da 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 da. But then this nigga come over to me and talk about something. No, you're my best friend. I really like you, and da da da. Cause these bitches can't compare. These bitches not my best friend, da da da. I'm like, okay, you know I fuck with you. Like you damn near fam at this point. But do I put you on the same pedestal I put M on? No, ma'am. That's besides the point. So he's texting me at 2 a.m. in the morning, right? I keep getting beside myself. I just had to let y'all know the backstory of the backstory of the backstory. But anyway, he texts me at 2 a.m. and immediately in my head, I'm like, and he lived right up the street from me, y'all. He lived on the next street, on the very next street from me. They lived downtown. Everybody else lived downtown, but he lived right up the street from me. I met him right up the street, riding my bike one morning. Literally. And my friends had already told me about him. So when I seen him, immediately, like I had never seen a picture of him or anything like that. But when I had seen him for the first time, I knew that was who my friends was talking about. I knew it off rip. That was who they was talking about for sure. He talked about he about to go to in-house. I'm like, all right, what you about to do over there? Like, what you doing over there? He kept beating around the bush, trying not to answer the question. Oh, we just gonna go hang out, chill. I'm probably really not even gonna go over there for real, but I just don't feel like being in the house. I'm bored. Da 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 da. Right. Immediately, I was like, yeah, okay, nigga, cool. See you later. Whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get that bitch. Because was I not just helping you sell these fucking cookies? Did I not tell you I didn't want to go to that man house? Me and him beefing right now. And I still can't tell you what we was beefing about to make this man put his hands on me. It couldn't have been that fucking deep. I swear to God, it couldn't have been. Ain't no way. Actually, I remember in a couple arguments after he did that stuff with that girl, he kept trying to be pushy and do stuff with me, and I was like, but don't you got something going on in your mouth? I kept making fun of him in his mouth. But that shouldn't push a nigga to put his hands on you. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, I went to the girl house and I fucked her whole shit up. She lived with her grandma too. I fucked her whole shit up. Whole door came off the hinges. With the bat. I fucked her shit all the way up. Now the boy, I gave him some more thought, because as soon as I left her house, literally, actually before I even did all that shit to her door, I waited till she closed the door. I went over to her house and I'm like, where you at? And then I confronted her about that. I was like, why didn't you help me? Why didn't you do anything to help me? She wound up slamming the fucking door in my face. Okay. You don't want to come outside? You don't want to do nothing? Cool. Whole door was... It's a screen door, then it's the big door, da-da-da-da. Grandma got all that shit in her yard in the front. Them little things you poke in the dirt type shit. The gnomes and everything got fucked up. Little sister's bike, I'm sorry, sis. We love you, Kay. I still love you. Her little sister was so cute, but... Your sister, I really should be getting my ass in the house. Like, if I can figure out how to get the fuck in this house and beat this bitch like how I just beat this door up. Yo, I've never been the fighter or anybody that screams. So, it just sounds like it's a bunch of shit just... Like somebody just throwing shit around. It's just loud noise. Bang, 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 snap, snap. Literally, that's all it sounds like. Like, there's no screaming, there's no loud nothing. I get back in the house. My dad already in the house. I'm like, yeah. And where'd you think you went? To this day, again, I don't know where he went. I was just like, bro, you could have just... Anyways, y'all, I had wound up making a post about him. And I was just letting him know something, to be honest. Like, I was like, alright, like, I see you not coming out the house, whatever, whatever. I see you and your girlfriend, whatever. I'm on his ass, right? Sorry, I had to. Right? A little while later, I go to this after school program where I actually met some people I wish I never fucking met, but that's besides the point. I wound up going to this after school program. Well, I was always a part of the after school program, but they wound up taking us to this basketball game at the high school. Now, after that whole thing happened, I did what I did to the girl house, but then I waited a while to file a report on him. And I reported his ass. Cops went to his house, all that other shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, bro, you beat me up. Whatever. I ain't heard from him for a while, so I don't know what happened to him. Honestly, I put him in the back of my head and forgot about him. By this time, I was, like, not even worried about him at all. Right? I was dating somebody new. Right? And not even that. I'm living life, bitch. Get away from me. Like, literally at this time, the way I could just put shit behind me, you would think I didn't give a fuck about nothing. Nothing. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know if it was because I was fucking with somebody new. If he was mad about me calling the cops. Because, again, that's a nigga. I already told you how big he was. What you thought I was about to do to that man? That man damn near slammed me. On fucking concrete. What I'm about to do to him, even with a bat? I could have tried my best, but... my lip... I swear to God, I feel like I'm so lucky that was all that happened with a nigga that big. With that strength. For the size that I was at the time, I really feel like I was lucky. Not gonna lie. Now, I most definitely shoot one of you niggas in the face. Y'all think y'all put y'all fucking hands on me. Okay? You can be as goddamn big as you want to be, bitch. So that hole in your motherfucking face if you think you want to try it, gangster. I don't even play them games. Not anymore, anyway. Fuck the police. I am the police. Anyway, we at the basketball game. He threatening me, talk about he gonna put his hands on me again immediately. I looked over at the two people I knew really was with that shit. Or it seemed like it at the time anyway. I knew they went by the twins where we was from. So I was like, oh yeah. I done heard about these niggas. I know who I'm about to go get to handle this. So I went to go get the nigga to handle it. It escalated. Y'all, why are we in the middle of the fucking basketball game? Everybody getting up to go to the hallway. Niggas got my phone arguing with R over the phone. Oh, nigga, you send your address. Da da da. You not gonna do this. You a pussy. You da da da. Oh, you on her phone. You talk about you sending threats to girls. Da da da. Everybody in the hallway listening to the phone. Everybody like, oh my god, Serenity, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Bitch was like, you don't know. I was like, I don't know. She was like, well, ain't that your phone? I was like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, get away from me, bitch. It's none of your business. What? What the fuck? That's all I got for you, gangsta. Go figure it out from somebody else, but I'm not about to tell you. That's why I got so irritated with them bitches. I was like, bro, get away from me. I don't know. Get away from me. I hate that nosiness. Especially where I was from. Like, I'm nosy too, but I'm not about to be up in nobody's face. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? What happened? Watch from a distance, nigga, like everybody else. Figure it out that way. Get the fuck out of here. And if you can't figure out all of what you can hear from a distance, then it's not for you to know. Move on. So he like, oh, all right, pull up, da da da. You're not gonna do nothing, da da. They whatever. Who meet longer? One of them wars, da da da. Why the fuck? I'm thinking like, okay, it's just gonna be him and maybe this other boy, cause now it's another boy at the game. Mind you, we all know each other. Everybody know everybody. Ugh. We there, and it's another dude that had beef with R. Because of another girl that had talked to R. He had talked to the girl too. And the girl wound up telling him that R wound up disrespecting her. And that same bull been had it for him. Like, he been waiting to see his ass, because as soon as she told him that and they exchanged words, R ran. And he ain't seen him since. He ain't even know that he lived around where I lived at. Right? Mind you, everybody know everybody. I'm just listening like all the lore from everywhere, coming from everywhere. Everybody telling me everything. And I'm like, what? Like, this shit, I'm telling you, them phone calls used to go crazy. So now he involved. We're going to call him P. P involved. The one that I had went to go get, we're going to call him K. K and P, they going to go beat up R, is what I thought. I thought it was just going to be them two. So we wait till the end of the basketball game. Actually, we wound up getting kicked out of the hallway because the teachers and refs and shit realized that everybody was in the hallway instead of watching the game. And I had wound up feeling bad, and I was like, oh, shit, did I do that? But a little bit after that, we wound up leaving. Now, we all get on the van, the after school van. Mind you, they went to the after school program with me. They was just a couple years older than me. They was his age. They was R's age, right? And one of them I have been on since the sandbox. The other two, like I said, well, the other one, his twin wasn't with him that day. He wasn't there that day at all. I didn't see him at all. But again, everybody know them niggas is like, oh yeah, that nigga beat you up. Right. That's how niggas described them to me anyway. And when I wound up finding out for myself, I was just like, anyway, we all get on the van. The van drop us all off home. These niggas is real life making plans. Like, oh yeah, we all gonna get dropped off at our house. We gonna suit up, and then we gonna get such and such. They had their own friends that they was incorporating in the fucking plan. So now they got somebody else. Oh my god, would y'all be ashamed of me if I told you that the one I went to go grab, K, I went to go grab him to help me because the nigga told me that he was gonna put his hands on me again. Would you believe it if I told you he is now my son's uncle? Boom, everybody suit up, whatever. He go grab his twin brother. His twin brother is now my baby father. And I'm sorry, but I gotta tell it how it is. At this point, now he's now my baby father, current day. Our son is 4, right? But even when I got with him, I had cheated on the other dude who I was with when R was going crazy. That R went crazy about. With my baby dad. Sorry. Like, what the fuck you want from me, nigga? It happened. Shit. I was outside, quick. Boom. I'm snatching my shit off. I'm getting ready to go. Something in me wanted to snatch my ponytail off before it got snatched off. But at the same time, I was like, maybe not. This nigga, I don't know what took her so long to come from the back of the classroom, but literally, I'm outside waiting for her to come outside. I'm up and I'm ready. This nigga is taking as long as possible. As soon as she hit the door, she starts screaming. That's when everybody came and grabbed her ass. And I'm just looking like, so no fight, huh? Okay. Whole time, mind you, whole time I'm cool. But same time, I'm like, bro, you really just tried to really play about a man, bro. Like, you really just tried to play about a dude. Like, this, like, for me, it wasn't about no, oh, you're interested in my man or you're talking about my man, because I wasn't thinking of him as my man. I was thinking of him like, I was thinking of the situation like, you could have just shut the fuck up for all that. Like, you already played once. You keep playing again. It's seeming like you just want a problem. I feel like we just going to keep having problems, or we just going to keep running into each other in these weird ass ways until we just got to knock it out real quick. We got to do something. I don't know. Like, at this point, I don't know what is going to get you to leave me the fuck alone, but you got to come outside, right? Mind y'all, she told me to go outside. What's taking you so long to get your ass out here then? So, again, she starts screaming and all the other shit. So, the special needs teacher, I forgot his name, but he this real buff but little guy. He come out, he grab her, she pinned against the wall. My friend, S, is in the next fucking room. I didn't even know that motherfucker was over there, but she in the next room with the Italian teacher. They sitting there chopping it up, whatever. They hear all the commotion. They come outside. They grab me. I'm like, why are you grabbing me though? Like, I'm fine. Like, my nerves is a little shot, like anybody that will be in a fight. I got all this adrenaline rushing through me, but I'm good. Get off me. Like, that pit bull over there is the motherfucker that needs some help though. Like, what? Nasty ass pit bull. So all I remember from after that is I'm sitting in the chair. They about to close the door, and now it's two guy teachers. They got her against the wall, and she's screaming on the wall like, "Oh, you a bitch. You don't want to fight." Whatever. They wound up calling security. Security came out. They took her back in the building, like in the actual school building. And then they gonna get the guidance counselors for me. And the guidance counselors, they walking me through. So it's like when you walk in, the cafeteria is over here. The rest of the school is that way. But you gotta walk through the hallway, past the classrooms and all that other shit, all the lockers and shit first. And right there, like right at the like right in front of the cafeteria, it's like a table or whatever for security and whoever else to be sitting there at lunch. They have this motherfucker right there at the table. Like I just said, you have to walk straight through the hallway. You open the door, walk through the hallway, and that's the first thing you see down that hallway. This nigga see me at the door, she start going crazy again. She looked like she was calm, but she start going crazy again. Yo, what God? This nigga, like, it looked like how I would imagine football being played to people who don't know how to play football. They just know that they got to get over that way. That's all they know. They see the target, they need the target. I'm looking like, again, about this man, really. I thought he wasn't cute though. Still, again, I didn't give no fucks. I didn't give no type of fucks. I kept walking. They wound up pulling her in the office or whatever. And then they sat me down where she was sitting at first. And I was just like, they kept like, oh, are you okay? You're not going to do anything, are you? I was like, I'm literally sitting here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything at all. But this bitch right here is, you know, she seemed a little... It's something wrong with the motherfucker. I don't know what she want from me. But yeah, since then, I haven't seen her. I haven't spoken to her. I haven't nothing. Actually, Cap, a few years later, I wound up trolling her. I went on her live. And I had wound up talking about the same boy. And I was like, you still think he ugly or whatever? And she got mad as hell, started cussing me out. But I shared the live with my friend. I was being messy. I was being messy as hell. I was trolling like a motherfucker because I knew she was going to get mad as fuck, and she did. Yup. And since then, that boy, actually, that nigga need to be in jail, if I'm being for real. He need to be in prison. I think he probably already went, whatever. I don't give two fucks. But, yeah, after that, I wound up finding out that he actually liked boys. Mind y'all, S, she wound up showing me a story of somebody who graduated from our school. A story of someone who graduated from our school, and he was kissing on him. And, yeah. But I kind of already knew that. I already had the feeling. I knew it. When I myself was talking to the boy, I was like, something about you just don't sit right. Like, And then it was even weirder to me because of the tantrum he threw when I told him I was with somebody else. Ooh, that could be a whole nother. Hold on. So his name is R. Let me tell y'all his backstory. Why not? That's Rain or whatever y'all hear. It's storming over here. His name, we're gonna call him R. My friends wound up telling me that somebody else that she was friends with used to go with R, whatever. He wound up calling her out her name, the memory of her telling me that had flew so far in the back of my mind at this point of life. I was just doing whatever. Cool. I'm living my life. I'm doing as I please. Cool. So my friend, the one day she wound up giving me his description, his exact description, telling me exactly what he looked like from his eyeball size to his skin color, his head shape, his hair. So I was in my own situation at the time. Yeah, we're young, but like I said before, we're just dating. We go together. Oh, nope, we don't go together no more, right? Right. That's how it was supposed to be with all of us anyway. He had just broke up with me, so I just did some really corny shit, y'all. I had written a poem about my love for him and posted it on my Snapchat, and then I sent him the poem. No, I didn't send it to him. He replied to my Snapchat and was like, oh my God, nobody's ever felt this. Oh, he was like, oh my God, nobody's ever felt this way about me before. No one's ever said that to me, or da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. I was like, yeah, of course, you know. Right, so we had just broken up. I find myself going on a walk. I need to clear my mind. I need to go touch grass, talk to some trees. Cool. I'm walking down my street, and that's when I see R. Something in my heart was like, that's who M was talking about. That's him. Like, it has to be. Like, to the T, he looks exactly like what she described. And my discernment as well. Boom, I go about my business. Time passed, and this time I'm on my bike. I see him again. He asked for my Snapchat. Yeah, my dumb ass gave it to him. I gave it to him. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what was going through my brain at the time. I don't know. I really don't know. He wound up texting me and was like, oh, don't put me, like, he's trying to flirt on some corny shit. I don't know why I kept him around in the first place, to be honest with you. I really was just doing shit, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. Like, he texted me some corny shit like, oh, don't make me your man crush Monday because I don't do those. We could just be friends. Da-da-da. I'm like, at first, I wasn't even replying to his ass. Oh my God, I really wasn't. Because again, I was still like, oh my God, I miss my ex. I had loved him so much, I thought. I'm real heavy on that, I thought. Because y'all, when he broke up with me, I thought I was going to die. Time goes on, me and him, we talking now. I'm telling my friend at school, I'm telling my friends. I'm telling S, I'm telling M. I'm telling everybody. Well, not everybody, but them really was the only two people I was telling my business to. And all the while, I think I was still talking to other niggas. I'm not gonna lie. If my timelines are correct, I'm so sorry, y'all. I wound up making friends with this other girl. She actually approached me first. I'm outside playing with my siblings, and she come down, walking down my street, and she walked directly up to me. Like, I was kind of on some shit, like, what the fuck? Like, what's up? She like, oh, you talk to him? Da-da-da. This nigga way down the street walking behind. Like, you can tell he walking behind, but he keeping his distance on purpose. You can tell, right? Like, maybe. What's up? Like, what's up? She like, oh, well, he told me about, like, some stuff. He telling the business, mind you. Every time anybody knew anything about my business, it was because of him. Or S. Anytime anybody knew my business, it was because of one of them niggas. Because they just talk so much, bro. I stopped telling them niggas everything. But long story short, the girl winds up being somebody else he was trying to fuck with while he was talking to me. The whole time, again, me and him, I'm not putting no type of seriousness behind it. I'm like, oh yeah? Okay, watch this. At some point, I felt like niggas set me up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what we was arguing about or what had happened, but Now I'm with the girl. I'm helping her. She's a couple years older than me too at the time. She's like 2 years older than me. She like, oh, I gotta sell these Girl Scout cookies, whatever. I gotta walk up and down the street and knock on people's doors, see if they want them. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go help you. I'm walking around the whole perimeter of where I live at. Around the whole bitch with her. Knocking on people's doors. Hey, you want some cookies? Da da da. We pitching the cookies, right? We selling some. Most of them we didn't fucking sell. We sucked. But we get to his house and she like, oh, let's go over there. I'm like, now you know me and him beefing. Yo, me and her, we became friends, so I'm telling her. No, he's telling her shit. I'm not really telling her shit, but I would tell her stuff here and there. But she already know. Because he already told her. I'm like, oh, okay. Whole time, these two niggas is trying to fuck with each other. Again, I'm not really worried about it because I'm like, okay, cool, but why are you in my face, though, if you're trying to fuck with him the whole time? What do you want from me? What the fuck? That's besides the point. We get to his house, she like, oh, whatever. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to go over there. She knocked on his door. I'm standing on the grass. So you know how like one of them houses that's like close to the street, it don't really got a front yard, but it's a little slither of sidewalk right in front and then that little piece of grass right before the road. I'm standing right there on that little slither of grass. Away from his door. I'm like, I don't want no beef, partner. He opened the door. Immediately, his eyes found me. She's standing right in front of him. As soon as he opened the door, I was the very first thing he saw. On God. At least that's how it felt, bitch. Yo, I felt so fucking uncomfortable. I felt so naked. I was like, I told you we shouldn't be here. And I still can't tell you what the fuck we was beefing about. I don't remember. At this point, who knows? Who knows? We beefed about so much. Who knows? Oh, I forgot to mention that I had only known him for 3 months. Of everything I'm going to tell you, this all happened within 3 months. I met him in, what, October? No, I met him in September. Everything was done by December. Cap. I met him in October. Everything was done by, the end of December. Look, I was right the first time because by January, on to the next. Literally. The whole time I had somebody else in rotation though. I think before December was even over, I had somebody else in rotation. Another oop thrown my way, and I was like, okay, let's see, let's try. I don't really know. I think she was trying to get me to be interested in these niggas, and I really was just, doing them anyway. I'm not gonna lie. Like she would get bored of them. There you go. I get bored of them. There you go. Like, literally, it was like we was passing these niggas down the line. And I would do the same shit with my niggas, the niggas that I was talking to. The exact same shit. Take him. He said, you look good. This nigga annoying to me. He corny now. He got this little weird-ass fetish, blah, 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 right? Right? So, back to the day anyway. I saw him. We leave. We go down another street or whatever. I don't say nothing to him. He was like, why the fuck are you here? Like, he started going off. I ain't say nothing to him. That's when we left. And we go up and down the street on the next street trying to sell some cookies. We ain't sell shit on that street. Like, not a fuck thing. Half the people ain't even open the door. Literally. We come back around where her street and my street connect. Actually, it's where all three of our streets connect. He lived on the street right behind me. She lived on the street a little bit down that way, but on the other side of me. And I lived right in the middle. So I was basically sandwiched in. But literally all of our houses were right there. Like, we could walk and meet each other right at the middle. Right? Which is what we did before then. Right? So we get back to that little area right there. This is bushes and shit all over. This nigga hops out the bush and starts punching on me. Yo, on God, when I got up off the ground, my lip was busted, y'all. Like, literally, I still remember, like, feeling it going like this right here on my lip. My shit was busted. Nigga just, I was like, I'm fighting back, too. On God, as soon as he hit me, pop, mind y'all, I was probably like 150 pounds. This man was 260 pounds, 6'3". Mind y'all, he's still a teenager. He's not a grown man, but he big as fuck. I'm trying to fight back, but my shit not doing too much to this man. Oh God. And that bitch that I was helping, where was she at the whole time? Right, standing right behind me, talking about, no, R, stop hitting her, let her up. She didn't try to chime in. She didn't do nothing. So when I got up, boom, I get up, I walk off. She pull it on my arm. He not really following. He doing that little creep slow walk, like, oh, like I probably just did some stupid shit. He doing that little walk behind us, whatever. She pulling my arm. I'm trying to walk away. I get in the house now. My dad in the house, my grandma in the house, all my siblings in the house, my dad, baby mama in the house, like everybody in the house. She in the kitchen cooking everything. I come in the house pissed. I'm pissed off. Pissed. The girl, she wound up letting go of me, and I wound up walking back alone. He wound up not following behind after. I guess he went home. I walk in the house. I walk straight to the back. I ain't say shit to nobody. But walking to the back, everybody trying to talk to me like, hey, Serenity, da-da-da, what's up with you? Then they see in my busted lip. They're like, oh, shit, what the fuck? So everybody trying to get my attention and shit. I'm not hearing shit. Stop talking to me. I gotta go do something. Stop talking to me. It's probably not the best way to think about it, but this is what the fuck was going through my brain at the time. Like, I just got my shit rocked in the middle of the street by a man, and this bitch I thought was my friend didn't do nothing to stop it or help in any way, shape, or form. I'm on somebody's ass. Somebody. Boom. I walk straight to the back. I grab a bat. That was the first whipping I saw that was just out of anybody's face or whatever. Like I said, my stepmom or my dad baby mom, she was in the kitchen and she was cooking or whatever. So to even get around her or whatever, to even get a knife, I had to get around her, and I didn't feel like doing all that. So I went in my room, thought about it for a couple seconds. It was like the bat right in the back. I'm gonna go grab that. My dad, he like, oh, I already know what's up. I already know what's up. Whatever. I'm like, do you though? My dad already didn't like bro. He already didn't like him worth the shit. But my dad also has sympathy for certain people in certain situations. And I told my dad about his situations that he was going through. Mind y'all, 3 months, a very short amount of time to be going through as much shit as we went through. Niggas never even was officially dating. I remember he tried to get me to be his girlfriend. After he found out I moved on and went to another nigga. He tried to get his sister to get on the phone and act like he was so in love with me and he was so heartbroken because I don't fuck with him no more. What? And the whole time he was in the background telling his sister what to say. And I'm just sitting there like, y'all is not fucking for real right now. You can't be. And then she gonna get out the camera. It's literally, they doing a switch. Like, he come in the camera, she leave the camera. He talk about some, oh, so you don't fuck with me no more? You don't want to be with me no more? I was like, exactly what I just told your sister. No, I don't. The fuck? But anyway, fuck all that. I come out the house, I grab the bat. I'm swinging the bat on my way down the street. I get to the little cross. I'm like, which way I'm going? Because this nigga lit this way and this bitch lit this way. Who I'm getting first? Now, before I had even got down the street, before I had even grabbed the bat, my dad was like, oh, yeah, I'm on that, da-da-da. Whatever, I already know what's up. He had walked his ass out the door real fast, whatever. I don't know where he went, whatever. Cool. I don't know if he went to the boy house or if he went to the girl house or if he just went somewhere he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I don't know. To this day, we'll never know. No, not right. Couple days passed. I don't think I had talked to him for a couple days after that. Oh shit, what did I do? Oh my god, what did I do? I fucked up my blunt. Hold on, y'all. Some days go by, right? Me and him ain't talk. Me and him ain't say shit to each other, right? He finally texts me again. And he like, oh, I just came back from the doctors. It was something wrong with my throat. I'm like, what was wrong with your throat? He was like, oh, the doctor said I got an infection in my throat. I said, what kind of infection? Like, what's wrong with your throat? He sent me a picture, and it's all this nasty, caked up white shit in the back of his throat, like near his tonsils and then like his cheeks and whatever. And it didn't look like tonsil stones or anything like that, but it just looked nasty. Like, imagine like venom or some shit just all in your fucking throat is what it looked like. And it was white. And he sending me the picture and the videos talking about, yeah, the doctor said it's an infection, but I'll be all right. I just got to take antibiotics. He didn't just tell me this. He told S too. Oh my God, not to mention he had talked to another girl that me and S both knew. We all went to kindergarten together. The other girl was a year older than us. Well, she the same age, but because where her birthday fall, she was in a different grade always. But we all knew each other, right? She wound up telling her too. So now everybody know the nigga got something going on in his throat. I'm looking like, good thing they ain't got shit to do with me, gangster. Out of everybody, I feel like for some reason, it don't matter who talked to these niggas first. Who had them first, who did what. Once I get them, for some reason, somehow, some way, that becomes public knowledge. It don't matter how quiet I keep about it. It don't matter if I don't tell nobody. I tell one person, everybody know. One person know, everybody know. And that's the way it's been my entire life around these motherfuckers. Everybody know what the fuck what I be having going on. That's why I dropped the fuck off the earth and got the fuck out y'all face so y'all can stay up on my business. Right? So I had stopped talking to him right there. Mind y'all, I never said that he ever told me what he was doing, what the real problem was, what he was really doing. This is all discernment. Up until me and my friends was putting it together with each other, and we was like, that nigga got burnt. He got burnt. He went over there, he fucked that girl, and she burnt him. For sure. We not even sitting there laughing at him. We just like, and y'all was trying to talk in code and everything the whole time. Like, y'all was so slick. Like, y'all was so sly. And we just sitting here looking at you like, now look at you, bitch. And whole time you like niggas. Whole time you like it in the booty. Or you like to put it in the booty. That was a hard lesson to find out too. Woo. But that's the backstory of the girl. Okay, that was his own fucking story time in itself. Okay, that's the story of the girl. That was just goes to show you what she be doing. Even after that, me and her, we never talked. Even after, like, we never talked about nothing. I remember I used to go with her brother at one point. When we were, like, younger. Again, one of those situations where it was like, oh, we go with each other. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we go with each other. No, we don't. It was something wrong with his ass, too. It was something wrong with him. And she the one who put us together. And honestly, I don't even know why I did that shit, because I didn't know his name when I met him. I didn't know his name until we was dating for like 2 weeks. And I literally had to find out his name by looking at his homework. He was on the bus doing his homework, and I looked over and said, how do you pronounce that? What? That goes to show you how much I really wasn't paying attention to these niggas, and how much I really cared. Like, okay, yeah, we go together. I don't think we go together anymore. I don't think so. I don't think this is the right look. You feel me? So all of that leads me right back to the beginning, where I was in art class with my friends, and they was telling me about how he was doing cartwheels and shit down the hallway because I asked him to 8th grade dance. Cool, right? This mother effer is all the way in the back of the classroom. The classroom big as a fuck. The classroom big as shit. She all the way in the back talking about some you going to the dance with such and such. All of us turned around and looked at her like, and mind y'all, this is after old boy. This is after him. It was no beef between me and her. I really didn't give two shits about her. I was like, oh yeah, you did that, but you know, the fuck did I lose in the process? You feel me? I wasn't pressed about it, right? I don't know if she felt the way or something. I don't know what it was. And like I said, I had dated her brother. So in previous years, she had tried to beef with me or try to be funny with me. Before then, was like, oh, that's why my brother broke up with you. Da 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 da. And I'm like, bitch, your brother broke up with me because he wanted to break up with me. Your brother broke up with me because he's a slut, just like you. Your brother broke up with me because I wasn't fucking, and he wanted to go to somebody that was gonna fuck. Mind y'all, I'm younger than your brother. That type of shit is not even on my mind. I'm not even, like, I had never thought about putting nothing in my mouth, doing nothing with nothing. That was all your brother. He was on a little much, okay? So immediately from, like, we all turned around, we look at her, and I'm like, what you talking about? Because didn't you date da 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 da? She was like, yeah, but he wasn't ugly. And I was like, okay, but I know everybody you date is public knowledge. You've never dated a good looking nigga ever. Ever. Okay? We all know of all of your niggas. We used to literally have group chats to be sending pictures around of your nigga. Well, not me. I never personally had pictures of another bitch's man. I never have. Unless it was like Young Boy or something, but I've never been that weird of a bitch. But I was definitely in the group chats and it was like, oh, here go N man, or da-da-da-da, here goes somebody else that she fucking with. And it's like, it wasn't even on no we making fun of you to make fun of you type shit. It was on some, yo, these are grown men. We 13, 14. This nigga is 21. 22. What? I guess saying that hit home. Mind you, I'm gonna give y'all a rundown of the aesthetic at the time. I used to wear fake buns, fake ponytails. I used to do pigtails with the fake pony, with the little thing. I used to wear braids. I used to have them big, fat, chunky braids, and I used to do my hair myself. My shit always look nice too. I'm not gonna lie. I used to wear bangles, jewelry. I used to be jewelry down. I used to have on the big ass hoops. Sometimes I used to come into school and I used to have like a little ring or earring in my nose. But I never had a piercing. I just put it on there, hook it there, hope it stay there for the day. I come in with little diamonds, whatever. And I kind of dressed like a tomboy most days. Like I had windbreakers, I had hoodies, I had Nikes, Jordans, I had regular old rainbow sneakers, like whatever the fuck. Adidas pants, like regular jeans type shit. It was very rare to see me pull up in a skirt. It was between that or putting a dress on with some slides. At the time anyway. Either way, I always had me a bun or some braids. Okay? Me personally, I wasn't checking the next bitch style. I wasn't worried about what the next bitch had going on in her life. Mind you, like I said before, I would see the shit and I'd be like, what a shame. Go about my life, right? No, some niggas like to be funny from the back of the classroom. How you hating and you can't even get in? Mind you, she tried to talk to my friend multiple times and he kept shooting her down. He kept saying no. Now, if he ever secretly talked to her before, that's his business. I don't know. But I know at the time, wasn't nobody going for that shit because we know what you got going, gangsta. Mind you, again, we're 13. Again, like, I'm ashamed for everybody involved. I'm mad because niggas' parents wasn't watching. I'm mad for everybody. Like, bro. So, that was what I was wearing when she was like, oh, you want to go outside? Like, you want to fight? I was like, what up? What we doing? What up? So, I'm like, okay, come on. So I get up, I'm walking out, I'm taking all my shit off. Like I said, I was jewelry down. Like literally, I had to be taking my shit off on my way out the door. So it was like a little table outside in the hallway before you get outside. We was in a whole different building. Like the building wasn't connected to the school building, but it was still a part of the school, you feel me? We called it the PAC building. In that building, it was like a special needs class, art class or whatever, and then an Italian class. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get that bitch. Because was I not just helping you sell these fucking cookies? Did I not tell you I didn't want to go to that man's house? Me and him beefing right now. And I still can't tell you what we was beefing about to make this man put his hands on me. It couldn't have been that fucking deep. I swear to God, it couldn't have been. Ain't no way. Actually, I remember in a couple arguments after he did that stuff with that girl, he kept trying to be pushy and do stuff with me, and I was like, but don't you got something going on in your mouth? I kept making fun of him in his mouth. But that shouldn't push a nigga to put his hands on you. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, I went to the girl house and I fucked her whole shit up. She lived with her grandma too. I fucked her whole shit up. Whole door came off the hinges. With the back. I fucked her shit all the way up. Now the boy, I gave him some more thought because as soon as I left her house, literally, actually before I even did all that shit to her door, I waited till she closed the door. I went over to her house and I'm like, where you at? And then I confronted her about that. I was like, why didn't you help me? Why didn't you do anything to help me? She wound up slamming the fucking door in my face. Okay, you don't want to come outside, you don't want to do nothing, cool. Whole door was, it's a screen door, then it's the big door, da-da-da-da. Grandma got all that shit in her yard in the front, them little things you poke in the dirt type shit. The gnomes and everything got fucked up. Little sister's bike, I'm sorry, sis. We love you, Kay. I still love you. Her little sister was so cute, but your sister, I really should be getting my ass in the house. Like, if I can figure out how to get the fuck in this house and beat this bitch like how I just beat this door up, Yo, I've never been the fighter or anybody that screams. So, it just sounds like it's a bunch of shit just... Like somebody just throwing shit around. It's just loud noise. Bang, 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 snap, snap. Literally, that's all it sounds like. Like, there's no screaming. There's no loud nothing. I get back in the house. My dad already in the house. I'm like, yeah. And where'd you think you went? To this day, again, I don't know where he went. I was just like, bro, you could have just... Anyways, y'all, I had wound up making a post about him. And I was just letting him know something, to be honest. Like, I was like, alright, like, I see you not coming out the house, whatever, whatever. I see you and your girlfriend, whatever. I'm on his ass, right? Sorry, I had to. Right. A little while later, I go to this after school program where I actually met some people I wish I never fucking met. I wound up going to this after school program. Well, I was always a part of the after school program, but they wound up taking us to this basketball game at the high school. Now, after that whole thing happened, I did what I did to the girl house, but then I waited a while to file a report on him. And I reported his ass. Cops went to his house, all that other shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, bro, you beat me up. Whatever. I ain't heard from him for a while, so I don't know what happened to him. Honestly, I put him in the back of my head and forgot about him. By this time, I was, like, not even worried about him at all. Right? I was dating somebody new. Right? And not even that. I'm living life, bitch. Get away from me. Like, literally at this time, the way I could just put shit behind me, you would think I didn't give a fuck about nothing. Nothing. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know if it was because I was fucking with somebody new. If he was mad about me calling the cops. Because again, that's a nigga. I already told you how big he was. What you thought I was about to do to that man? That man damn near slammed me. On fucking concrete. What am I about to do to him? Even with a bat. I could have tried my best, but... my lip... I swear to God, I feel like I'm so lucky that was all that happened with a nigga that big. With that strength. For the size that I was at the time, I really feel like I was lucky. Not gonna lie. Now, I most definitely shoot one of you niggas in the face. Y'all think y'all put y'all fucking hands on me. Okay? Not anymore, anyway. Fuck the police. I am the police.